Hello. So I'm the last one, so everybody do a little shake, do a little wiggle so that you wake up. So my name is Jen Audette. I am a Superstar Director in Maine, and I've been with Spency for almost 17 years and a Superstar Director for almost 16 years.
Woohoo.
So what if I told you that the biggest secret to success in direct sales in our type of business, in our industry, isn't how much you sell, it isn't how much you sponsor, it's not how many parties you book, it's none of that. But what it is, I've never used a teleprompter before, and I'm already off. I don't know where I am. Okay, well those things, booking parties, selling, all of that, well, those are super important because you can't build a huge successful business if you don't sell and sponsor and book and do all those things. It's actually in how well you build community. Community is the key. Today I'm sharing with you what worked for me and my incredible teams and leaders and all, I am seriously so lucky. So this isn't about me, it's about all of us together. How we together have built a team culture where people don't just join, they stay. And that makes me so happy. My goal is for all of our group to feel like they belong. I want them to feel supported, celebrated, inspired to grow without judgment. I love watching people go at their own pace. We don't judge them, we let them work at their own pace. Direct sales can feel very lonely, especially when you first join. You sign up, you're super excited for your new teammate who just joined. And then what happens sometimes? Radio silence. You hear nothing from them. And that's where team culture comes in. You can make or break your business with your team culture. You want to do your best to inspire them to believe in themselves, to connect with others, and most importantly, to believe in our company, our owners, our leaders, our corporate staff, all of them. I treat my team like a community, not a number, not a dollar sign, not a checklist. I'm not going to call them and say, oh my gosh, you have to be active because I need another person active. But I am going to call them and say, oh my gosh, you got to get your PRV up there because I want you to get paid the most amount of money you can possibly make. I respect their goals and I don't push mine on them. I connect consultants with other consultants. I don't need to be everybody's best friend, that's for sure. I connect people with others with similar titles and goals via private message, because when I see two people that are trying really hard, I'm like, I want you two to know each other, because that's way more important than you being my best friend. I want you to work together. I do weekly, monthly, and random shout outs, and I encourage people to brag on themselves. Don't always expect me or your sponsor or your leader or your director or anybody to have to always shout you out for everything, because sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes we've been to a camp. Sometimes we're at SFR and we're not paying as close of attention. Do it yourself. I love to send handwritten postcards each month to people who have reached some type of goal. I love recording voice messages. I hear this all the time and I'm not super fantastic at it, but I love doing it. Record a voice message, because then they hear your enthusiasm, and instead of just saying, hey, on private messenger, great job, say, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you for what it is that you did last month. So work on team recognition and creating a space for connection. Through the years, we have done so many things with our local team, and you can do anything. Even if you have one person on your team, go to the coffee shop together, have a cookout, do holiday parties, go do like a little gift swap, camping trips. We did a camping trip. It was one of the most fun outings that we did. Lunch dates, dinner dates, drinks at a bar, go to dinner, whatever you want to do, just get together, bond and connect, and get a tax write-off for dinner, right?
There you go.
So for your non-locals, hop on a Zoom, make samples. You don't even have to hop on a Zoom and be like, okay, tonight this is our discussion. Here's our outline. No, say, hey, let's all make samples together. Do a booking blitz together. You don't need your leader to plan that for you. Do you know what I would do if somebody on my team page said, hey, does anybody want to Zoom with me? I want to make some samples. Anybody want to hop on? I don't want to be in charge of all that because I have enough going on in my life. So think of that. Think of your leaders and work together, because I'll tell you what, if somebody did that, if I could be, I would be on that Zoom with them. Here's my most important thing. Protect the energy and culture of your team and group spaces. Anywhere that you allow people, not allow, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. No drama, no public negativity. Being on my team pages is a privilege, not a right. I will always protect the peace of my team, of my group, and I will 1,000,000% protect Scentsi's peace. If you ever go on one of my pages, I'm not really a mean person, but this is where it will come out. You go on one of my pages and you start bashing Scentsy or saying how you hate candles or whatever it is that you're going to do, it is not going to happen. I am going to delete it, and I'm going to send you a message and validate your concern and let you know that I understand that you're frustrated, but this isn't the place to do it. If you're on a page that makes you feel icky or makes you question our company or question your leader or question yourself, leave it. Stop being on those pages. Like, there are some pretty toxic pages out there. Get off of them. Woo! And like I said, I totally understand that some concerns are very personal and very valid. But when we spotlight an issue publicly that is affecting you personally, it's more of an individual experience, something that's affecting you personally. It can unintentionally hugely impact the field, especially if it suggests a field-wide issue that people didn't even know was happening. Mm-hmm. If you have an issue, please go to your best friend or your Scentsy leader or call up consultant support and say, I just need to vent. Because they are the nicest people in the world, are they not? Mm-hmm. They're so kind to us. So let's protect the culture that we all worked so hard to build on your team and, my goodness, on our Scentsy official pages. Let's protect it. So let's talk about how to keep our teams involved. So I personally lead by showing and not telling. I would never say you should build a team, you should book a lot of parties, you should do a fundraiser, you need to go do events. I do them all so that I'm more credible with my advice. I do them so that I can fail a whole bunch, because trust me, every single thing I do, I make a lot of mistakes. Most of our team members are part-time. Okay, I totally don't even know where I am, but anyway, most of our team members are part-time people, and their time is very, very precious. And so remember that I'm not telling you to go out and tell everybody, you need to do fundraisers, you need to do events, you need to do home parties, you need to do this, you need to do that. What I'm telling you is, if you want to be a strong, credible leader, do them. Do everything at least once, so that at least one time you can say, this is what worked and this is what didn't work for me. Next time I would probably try this. So with the amount of training and connection that Scentsy offers us, I feel personally like a monthly connection is great. I personally think that if you just connect with your team members once a month, I think it's fantastic. There are so many options out there for people to learn, collaborate, and connect with other consultants. Hello, Spark sessions. Here's the thing, they are so good. New topics are coming after SFR. There's no training. Okay, but what I did want to say about Spark sessions, I've heard both sides. I've heard they're fantastic, and I've heard, oh, mine was really boring. They're going to be as great as you make them. So yes. Show up with ideas and help others. Because when you start helping others, guess what? They will help you. So we have a fantastic training center, but there is no training like on-the-job training. Eventually, they need to go and do. Your time is precious. You don't need to spend your life training people, because our training center is incredible. Your business always has to come first. My people always hear me say this. If your PRV isn't great, if your recruiting isn't great, get out there and make it great so that your team will do what you do. If you are hitting your sales and recruiting goals, your team probably isn't either. You might get lucky and have that 1 or 2 rock stars, but the rest of them are like, she's disconnected, I'm going to be disconnected. Connect team members who are like-minded. I think I already said that in the beginning, but just put people together. Find people that you think would work well together. I share what I'm doing with my team. I share what I say with my leaders every once in a while. I'm like, I'm sending this text to everyone in case this helps you. Team incentives do not have to be big. You do not have to go out and buy your best team members a brand new car or a brand new set of testers or the most expensive warmer. Honestly, just giving them a call or sending them a voice text is just as meaningful as anything you could possibly send. The thing is, we need to be duplicatable. I love sending a little surprise gift. I often don't even tell them that they're going to get something. I'm like, you were amazing. Here's a little something for you. Because remember, what gets recognized and rewarded gets repeated. So what you want repeated in your business is what you should be recognizing with your teams if you have a team. So top sellers and recruiters, hobbyists are all super important, and recognize them. Even though they're not sponsoring 2 people a month and selling $2,500 a month, you would still want to acknowledge them, because you want them to continue to do reaching their goals. If you personally want to grow your team in business, you can never stop sponsoring. I had to throw that in there because you guys know I always talk about sponsoring. You can never stop sponsoring. Somebody said, you can't sponsor, I think it was Rachel, you can't sponsor 2 people a year and wonder why your team isn't growing. If that's your goal. If you're here and you're a hobbyist and you're like, I just love my Scentsy family, fantastic. Don't even listen to what I just said. So new people do bring great energy to your team. If you sponsor, your team will sponsor. If you party, your team will party. If you complain about everything that Scentsy does and they can never do anything right, you're probably attracting people who are going to complain about Scentsy and say Scentsy never does anything right. Another thing is I do everything, and I am out of time, but everything I do is duplicatable. Make sure that what you're doing for your team of 3, you can do when you have a team of 30. You can also do it for a team of 300 or 3,000, because Hyper Growth 3.0 is going to explode your teams. So if you're giving $25 to everybody who sponsors someone because you're so desperate for people to sponsor, just remember, what am I going to do when I have 50 people? There are 50 people sponsoring someone each month. Keep your team incentives easy. Be duplicatable. Don't be boastful with your teams. Lead your teams with humility so others are inspired by you, not discouraged. Let your success motivate people. Show people that you had a very successful month, but don't try to intimidate with them or make them feel bad that they didn't do what you did. I don't want people to watch me and think, oh my gosh, she is so amazing. I want them to look at me and say, I could do that too. When people feel seen, supported, and celebrated, they stay. They engage, they rise. The ripple effect is huge. You get better retention. You create leaders who lead without you. That's what I want. I want my leaders to not need me. That makes me so happy. You build a culture of empowerment, not dependence. Recognition and relationships are what fuel growth, not sales. Most people join for 3 reasons: discounted product, camaraderie, money. I like to kind of know what people join for, so that if somebody joined for camaraderie, I'm probably not going to send them a gift card, a $5 gift card to go get a coffee. I'm going to send them a little cute Scentsy something, because I know that they're here for the camaraderie. You can just scroll up, because I think I talk way too much. Some of my best memories are because of Scentsy. I was going to just kind of touch on that. My closest friends are because of Scentsy. Hands down, my most incredible vacations I've been on are because of Scentsy. I've been on 5 continents because of Scentsy. This business gave me both financial freedom, time freedom. The freedom to retire from my job as a dental hygienist 10 years ago. My son is an airline pilot. I tell you guys this every time. My son is an airline pilot. He's a captain with American Airlines at 24 years old because of Scentsy. My daughter goes to her dream college at an SEC school and is applying to dental school because I can help her because of Scentsy. There's no other company out there with the opportunity that we have. Fragrance is where it's at. You can't walk into a store and buy what we sell. There's nobody else out there that can say that. Our company, our owners, our corporate staff, our leaders care more about you than any other company's owners, corporate staff, leaders. When they make changes, they are for you. They're not to upset you, as Melissa said. They're not to frustrate you. They know why they're doing it. Trust them. Make sure your teams know this. Stay focused on what makes a great team. Things like connection, community, consistency, all of that good stuff. Don't focus on comparison, entitlement, drama, gossip. Get out of it. If you're growing your team and have faith and belief in the vision of our incredible company, your business, your biggest dreams will come true. And I swear to you, it's all possible. Thank you.